Hello, in this video I am going to show you the text field input widget. This couldn't be simpler. Basically a text field they can input text into. Add it as a regular child. It's called text field, like so. And in here there's a whole bunch of properties that you can modify. So before we go into the on change on tap stuff, so you can change the style, the decoration, stuff like the color. You can change, even the cursor properties as well, like the radius, the width, the color. So you can do a lot of, customization. You can disable it, so you can set enable to false for that. Set the max length as well. So if you want to restrict the length, the number of lines, all that stuff. I want you to have a go at that yourself, and the text align, all of that stuff. But what I want to show you is when you type something in. So if I just actually show you what we get so far. So we get this little text box here. So that's the reason I want you to mess around with the decoration properties and the theme, etc., to get a better looking text field. But at the moment, what's happening with that text? So what we can do is some really good stuff. So with the unchanged method, take a string, call it str, and this basically gets triggered every single time a change occurs in that text field. So if you add a character, it will get triggered. If you add 10 characters, it get triggered 10 times. If you delete a character, it will get triggered. So if I just simply print out str, and you'll see what we get. Okay, and so as you can see, we got all of that, but I want to clear this for a second. So essentially, we got like a blank slate. If I type in H, we get H. But if I type in the word hello really fast, as you can see, we get hello. Obviously, if I do with the keyboard, it's still the same thing. If I put space, WORLND, as you can see, we get everything here. It actually, includes a space, whereas here it doesn't. So every single change is picked up right here. And what you can do from here, you could maybe have another variable. So what you could do is string, let's say txt equals that. So it's just empty, and we can say txt equals str. So that way we can keep track of what the text field is essentially, what the text field has inside of it in terms of what the user's input outside of the text field. The benefit of that is, imagine if you had a login form, username, password. We can keep you on track of it. Then when the user clicks the button to submit it, like login, for example, it can use these variables to do the check. And appropriately you can log them in, provide a message saying incorrect password and username combination, whatever it is. But that's the way you would go about it. There's other methods as well. So you can do on tap. So that's just triggered when you tap it. So not when you inputting something, but just when you highlight it essentially. There's also unsubmitted. So if you were to click enter, or something that was trigger submit event, so on a login form, that's really cool. You don't have to necessarily press login. This is also triggered, which has the string as well. So the great thing about that is, if on submit, you can get the string, and from that you could pass it into another method which could potentially validate it. And that's really it for the text field. So by now you should have pretty good knowledge, and you should be able to get to grips with stuff like the text alignment, the the decoration stuff, the style, all that stuff. And I want you to customize that yourself. But if you have any questions, I am here, so feel free to pop me a message. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.